United by purpose, ISDM is more than an institution. It's a feeling. Numerous students arrive and depart, yet what unites them is the enduring bond formed with the institution, their peers and the alumni network. Leaving an indelible imprint on our alums, ISDM's journey is not just of academia, but of connections.
It is a transforming journey, a change, not just professional, but personal, not just outside, but inside, because it is not just about learning tools and applying those tools, but also how you're applying it. Also, that is also important.
The distance of 5 years has become much more simpler, much more easier. I know who to go back to. Even today, there's a huge alumni group. There's a lot of my entire batch is there. I know who to go back to. If there's a certain issue that I'm facing, if there's a certain problem that I'm facing, if something is not making sense at all. So I have people who I can get back to, right? So I think those are a couple of things that have been very exceptional for me in ISDM.
Every ISDM student enters with a unique perspective and departs with enriched insights. Let's hear from the ones in the midst of this journey.
The person who I was 9 months before and I am today, I see a difference. From being scattered, from having such cluttered thoughts, today I can say that I know how to carry myself, I know how to take decisions, I know how to work with the group, and I know how to take myself forward.
One thing that was really difficult was addressing conflicts, and that is something which the kind of approach that ISDM has in terms of giving us these leadership programs, it helps us practice those learnings in these conflict resolution mechanisms. Through that process, I see myself becoming a better person, trying to being more open to understanding where the other person is coming from.
The highlight of my journey here in ISDM would be the Realizing India program. Why Realizing India? That is because I've always been a fan of experiential learning, and a classic classroom setup becomes monotonous for me to learn. So learning about how these ground realities are and how interventions are made and how districts actually work, this I was able to understand in a very nuanced way while I was in the district with my team, and understanding how difficulties are catered to by different officials in a district and how interventions are eventually made, and how social purpose organizations are working in such remote areas as well.
I'm a very structure-oriented person. I prefer working in my own group, I guess, and focusing on some things that I can do perfectly. But working in a group has its ups and downs, and more importantly, its challenges in terms of uncertainty. But I've learned in ISDM that it's okay with being uncertain, because sometimes those uncertainties can be gifts rather than curses.
Where seasoned professionals from the sector deliver interactive sessions, igniting exchange of wisdom and thoughts.
Assessments, attending class and everything, which are also part essentially of ISDM, but there are also other structures and other formal and informal spaces that are created, which in a sense say that, okay, you are different, you have different strengths, you bring different things, right? And for that to happen, it's very important for the human connection. And I think it's very important for people to feel that they are being heard, they are being listened, and that their voice matters.
You really care. You want them to flourish. You want them to fulfill whatever they are capable of. They may be they may not see their potential, but you see. And it's about that yes, you can do it. That deep belief, and I think that pulls the person from a struggling moment to really flourish at the end and say, okay, yes, I've done it. I've been part of the ISDM journey.
Transforming knowledge into practical skills. Join us at ISDM, where education transcends boundaries and connections last a lifetime.